Today, something very profound is happening around them, something that perhaps they have not fully realized yet. The angels are sending signs, and God is trying to show them something crucial about a very important person in their life. This revelation has the power to change their perspective, to open their eyes to truths they had not noticed before. Have they ever felt that certain things happen for a greater reason, something beyond what we can see on the surface? Well, what is about to be revealed is directly related to that. Prepare your heart, because what God has to show you can be transformative. There is someone in their life who occupies a significant space in their thoughts and emotions. Perhaps they have wondered why this person came into their path, why they crossed paths in such an intense way. These doubts, these uncertainties that arise, have much deeper roots than they appear. What is happening now is not by chance. God has a purpose with everything that is unfolding. He wants them to see beyond appearances, to understand what this person truly means to them, and what this connection may represent in their future. The angels whisper in their ears now, asking them to open the eyes of their soul. There are signs being given, situations that seem ordinary, but carry deep meanings. Have they ever felt that something inside them is changing? Perhaps it is a perception, a feeling that is growing subtly, almost silently, but deep down, they know it is impossible to ignore. This feeling, this intuition that manifests itself, is not coming out of nowhere. It is the way God tries to get their attention to something they need to know about this person. And the more they resist, the stronger this sensation becomes. Their angels are revealing that this person has been placed in their path for a much greater reason than mere coincidence. There is something you need to learn, something that is being worked on in both you and them at the same time. The connection you share is much deeper than it seems. It's not just about attraction or shared moments. It's a spiritual connection, a bridge that unites two souls on a level that transcends the physical. And that's why God is trying to get your attention so insistently now. He doesn't want you to lose sight of what's happening, doesn't want you to ignore the signs. Every unspoken word, every silent gesture, every encounter, or even every absence has a much greater meaning. God is shaping something within you, something within that person. There's a transformation happening, even if you don't see it immediately. And it's in this process that we often feel confused, not understanding what's really going on. But that's where faith comes in. It's in this moment of uncertainty that you need to trust in what God is preparing, in what He is revealing to you little by little. Perhaps this person is distant or going through difficult times. Perhaps they are battling their inner demons, fears, or insecurities that you cannot clearly see. But the angels are showing that, despite these barriers, this person carries very deep feelings for you. There is something they haven't been able to express yet, something that prevents them from opening up completely, but that is starting to emerge inevitably. It's at this point that God asks you to pay attention. The signs are there, and you need to be alert to recognize them. The angels ask you to be patient, to understand that not everything happens in the time we desire. Many times, what we see as delay, God sees as preparation. They are preparing that person, and they are preparing you. There are lessons to be learned, there are healings to be done, before both of you can truly understand what this connection means. And this wait, however difficult it may be, is part of the spiritual growth process for both. At this very moment, as you read this message, God is working in both of your hearts. There are invisible forces, forces that go beyond what we can understand, acting in favor of this connection. Do not despair if things are not happening the way you expected. Do not lose faith if that person seems distant or confused. What is being revealed now is part of a larger plan, a plan that God has carefully designed to bring clarity, to heal wounds, and to bring you closer in a way you have not yet imagined. God asks you to stand firm, to continue trusting the process, because what is to come will be a revelation that will shed new light on that person and their role in your life. Sometimes, things need to get confused before they can be clarified. And that is what is happening now. What seems to be a phase of uncertainty is actually preparation for a much greater truth. The angels want you to know that, despite all the difficulties, you are on the right path. They are by your side, guiding each of your steps, and they will not allow you to get lost. God is revealing this message because He knows how much you have been striving, knows how much you desire to understand and follow the right path. And that is why, at this moment, He is trying to draw your attention to something crucial. The truth is about to be revealed. And when it comes to light, you will understand that all you have gone through, all the doubts and anguish, were preparing you for this moment. You feel the weight of choices, of the uncertainty surrounding you, but today the angels want you to know that this phase of doubt is temporary. God is working in your favor, adjusting the details, aligning the hearts so that everything is revealed at the right time. What is being shown to you now is just the beginning of a great revelation. There is more to come, and every step you take at this moment brings you closer to the clarity you are seeking. The feeling that something is about to happen, that there is a hidden truth, is not just a product of your imagination. This is God, through their angels, trying to communicate something essential. This person who has been occupying your thoughts is also feeling this energy. The angels show that they are going through a deep internal process, something that maybe even they cannot fully understand. There is an emotional battle happening within them, between what they believe is possible and what their heart desires. And often, this conflict makes them seem distant, closed off, or even indifferent. But the truth is they are facing their own fears and doubts, trying to understand what to do with what they feel for you. God is trying to show you that this person carries true feelings, but circumstances or internal issues prevent them from acting as their heart desires. It's as if they are torn between the fear of the unknown and the desire to get closer to you. This internal struggle is happening in their heart, and God is asking you to be patient, to continue paying attention to the signs, as they will bring the clarity you seek. There is something very special about you that they can't ignore. Even if they try to pull away or pretend they feel nothing, the truth is that your presence touches them in a deep and unique way. God placed you on their path for a reason, and no matter how hard they try to fight it, something stronger is guiding the events. What you need to understand is that this connection goes beyond the ordinary, beyond what the eyes can see. It is a soul connection, something that God planned very carefully. The angels want you to understand that this person needs time. God's timing is perfect, and He knows exactly when each piece should fall into place. But in the meantime, He also wants you to pay attention to the details. Every gesture, every unsaid word, every look they give you, all of this has a deeper meaning than you imagine. What is happening now is that they are starting to realize that they can no longer run away from what they feel. No matter how hard they try, God is working in their heart, showing that there is no escape from the truth. The phase of confusion, of uncertainty, is part of the discovery process that this person is going through. The angels ask you to have patience, to keep trusting, because God is revealing everything at the right time. And what is about to happen will be a change that will surprise not only you, but also this person. They will begin to see you in a completely new way, with a clarity they did not have before. And it is at that moment that the truth will be revealed so clearly that there will be no more room for doubts. Have you ever noticed how certain situations have been repeating in your life? Maybe unexpected encounters, coincidences that seem to compel you to reflect on that person? They are not by chance. God is trying to get your attention in every possible way. They want you to understand that there is a plan in motion, something being worked on behind the scenes. And that person is a crucial part of that plan. They were placed on your path so that both of you could learn, grow, and perhaps share something much greater than either of you can imagine right now. The angels reveal that they are in a phase of reflection. Maybe they are not ready to admit it, but they are thinking a lot about you, about what you share, and what it may mean. And this reflection is something that God is closely guiding. They are working on their heart, preparing them for something greater. But in the meantime, they ask you to continue being yourself, to continue radiating the light you have always emitted. It is this light that is touching their heart, breaking down the barriers they have built around themselves. God sees the pain, the doubt, and the uncertainty you have been feeling, but they want you to know that all of this is part of a larger plan. They are revealing bit by bit what needs to be revealed, and at the right moment, the truth will come to light in a way you cannot imagine. But for this to happen, you need to trust. Trust in the process, trust in the signs, and above all, trust in divine timing. By now you must be wondering, and what can I do in the meantime? The angels have the answer. They ask you to continue being the amazing person you have always been. Do not close yourself off. Do not lose faith. Keep loving, keep believing, because that will make all the difference. God is preparing you for something greater, something that goes beyond what you can see now. But for that to happen, you need to continue with an open heart. What they are experiencing right now is not an end, but a beginning. A new chapter is being written, and God is in control of every detail. They are taking care of this person, taking care of you, and preparing the perfect moment for everything to be revealed. What they need to do now is pay attention. Pay attention to the signs, to the subtle changes, because God is speaking to them constantly. And His message is clear: trust, because what is to come will be the answer to their prayers. The angels are by their side, guiding every step. And even if they cannot see the path ahead clearly, know that it is being illuminated by a much greater force. All they need to do now is keep walking in faith, because destiny is about to unfold. As they walk through this period of uncertainty, it is important to remember that what seems to be an obstacle now is actually an opportunity for growth. God is shaping them, and He is also shaping this person. Both are being guided by a greater purpose, and what is happening is just a preparation for something beyond what they could imagine. The pain they feel, the frustration that sometimes overwhelms them, all of this is building the strength needed for them to embrace what is to come. And the angels are by their side, comforting and guiding them through this process. This person is also feeling this transformation. Although they may not express it directly, God is working in their heart. The silence, the hesitations, everything is part of the process. It's not that they don't care, but that they are dealing with their own internal battles. There are deep issues they still need to resolve before they can fully open up to what is being revealed. And it is in this moment that God calls for patience, to continue trusting in the divine plan. The angels reveal that they are in a phase of transition. They are trying to understand their own feelings, their own doubts, and often, this makes them withdraw. But this withdrawal is not a sign of disinterest. In fact, it's the opposite. It is in this space of reflection that God is planting seeds of understanding, of clarity. What you need to understand is that this phase of uncertainty is only temporary. Soon, everything will align in the way God has planned. Every gesture of yours, every word you have said to them, has left a deep mark. The angels show that, even if they have not responded in the way you expected, they are absorbing everything. And these small interactions are helping to shape the path that both of you will walk together. God is working between the lines, in moments that seem insignificant, to prepare the ground for something much greater. Have you ever wondered why you feel so much for them? Why, even when you try to pull away, something pulls you back? That sensation, that connection you feel, is not imaginary. It is real, and it is God trying to show you that there is a greater purpose to all of this. What you need to do now is to keep trusting in this feeling, even when things seem difficult. Your intuition, that inner voice whispering that something bigger is happening, is guiding you in the right direction. The angels reveal that they are beginning to see you with new eyes. What used to be confusing to them is now starting to make sense. They are realizing that there is something about you that goes beyond the ordinary, something that awakens deep feelings in them that they can no longer ignore. And this realization is bringing forth internal changes that will soon be reflected in their actions. God is preparing their heart so that they can finally see the truth of this connection. There is a battle happening within them. The fears and insecurities that prevent them from getting closer are being confronted. They are questioning everything they thought they knew about love, about relationships, and God is guiding each of these thoughts. They are revealing to them that no matter how much they try to resist, this connection is something divine, something that was placed on their path to bring growth, healing, and above all, true love. You might be wondering why things are not happening faster, why this person has not taken the initiative yet. But the angels remind you that God's timing is perfect. He knows exactly the right moment for each revelation, for each step you both must take. And what you need to do now is trust. Trust that, no matter how difficult it may seem, things are moving exactly as they should. The angels also want you to know that there is a reason for all this waiting. During this period of uncertainty, both you and this person are being prepared. There are healings that need to happen. There are lessons that need to be learned, before you can truly understand what this connection means. And when the right moment comes, everything will fit together perfectly. Have you noticed how lately small signs have been appearing in your life? Maybe a song playing on the radio, a phrase you read by chance, or even a dream that seems so real that you can't forget. These are the angels trying to get your attention. They are showing you that there are no coincidences. Every detail, not matter how small it may seem, is part of a bigger plan. God is sending these signs to remind you that you are not alone, that He is by your side, guiding every step. This person, though they may seem distant now, is also being impacted by these signs. God is speaking to them, just as they are speaking to you. And soon, they will begin to see clearly what was once only confusion. The barriers they built around themselves are starting to crumble, and when they fall, they will be ready to see what you have always known, that this connection is something special, something that goes beyond what eyes can see. Now, more than ever, it's time to trust. Trust the signs, trust the process, and trust that God is working in your favor. They are preparing you for something great, something that will bring about a transformation not only in your life, but also in their life. And when this transformation occurs, you will look back and understand that everything you have gone through so far was necessary to reach this moment. The angels ask you to keep your heart open. Do not be discouraged. Do not be frustrated. Keep believing, keep loving, because what is coming is something that will surpass all your expectations. God is in control, and He never fails. What He has prepared for you is greater than anything you can imagine. And remember, this person is also going through a healing process, a journey of self-discovery. They are facing their own demons, their own fears, and God is guiding each of these steps. Be patient, because when the right moment comes, you will be ready to experience something that goes beyond what either of you can imagine now. At this moment, as you keep walking through this process, it's important for you to remember a powerful truth: true love always finds its way. No matter the obstacles, doubts, or difficulties that may arise, what is meant to be yours will never be lost. God is preparing you, is preparing that person, and above all, is preparing the ground for that connection to flourish in a complete and true way. The angels show that the journey you and that person are taking is a journey of profound transformation. Not just transformation on an individual level, but a transformation that has the power to completely change the way you see love, relationships, and even life. What is happening now, however confusing or challenging it may seem, is part of a larger plan of spiritual growth. And God is at the center of that plan, guiding every step, every decision, every feeling that arises. You may have noticed that, in recent times, that person has been showing signs of hesitation. Perhaps they have distanced themselves or are acting in a confusing way. But what the angels are revealing is that this hesitation is not a reflection of a lack of feelings for you. In fact, it is quite the opposite. This person is feeling something so deep, so transformative, that they simply don't know how to deal with it. They are being confronted with feelings they have never experienced before, and it scares them. God is revealing something new to them, something that requires courage to face. This fear, these doubts, are normal when we are faced with something as grand as true love. And that is exactly what is happening now. They are beginning to realize that the feelings they have for you can no longer be ignored, but at the same time, they are trying to understand what to do with all of this. They are questioning their beliefs, their fears, and even what they thought was true about love. God is challenging them to look beyond what they have always believed, to open their heart to something greater, something divine. The angels ask you to have patience, to trust the process. They are working on both of your hearts, dissolving barriers, healing past wounds. What is to come will be a moment of revelation, where all the pieces that seem disconnected will finally come together. And when this happens, you will see that everything you have lived so far had a purpose, a greater reason. Have you ever wondered why this person was placed on your path? Why, even with all the difficulties, you continue to feel this strong connection? This is God showing you that there is something special between you. And this connection is not a coincidence. The angels reveal that this person was placed in your life for a much greater purpose than just sharing moments. They were put in your path so that both could grow, learn, and above all, experience love in its purest and truest form. What is being revealed now is that this person, even if they have not yet verbalized it, feels something very deep for you. They may not be ready to admit it, they may still be struggling with their own fears and insecurities, but the angels assure that these feelings are there dormant, ready to surface at the right moment. God is guiding every thought, every decision this person is making, and He is preparing their heart for the truth that is about to be revealed. This journey you are embarking on together is not an easy journey, but it is a necessary one. The angels show that as they go through their process of self-discovery and healing, you are also being transformed. God is using this period of waiting, uncertainty, to shape something much bigger in them. They are being strengthened, taught to trust in a way they never have before. And this is preparing them for what is to come. Often, when we are in the midst of a transformation process, we cannot see clearly what is happening. It seems like we are lost, directionless. But the angels are asking you to remain steadfast, to trust in the divine plan. What you cannot see now, God has already seen. He knows the end from the beginning, and He knows exactly what He is doing in your life and in this person's life. Transformation is taking place, even if subtly. Have you noticed how little things have changed? Perhaps gestures, words, or even the tone of their voice. These small changes are signs that God is at work, that their heart is being shaped. And what the angels want you to understand is that these changes, however small they may seem, are signs that something greater is coming. This person is starting to open up, starting to realize they can no longer run away from what they feel for you. God is orchestrating every detail. He is taking care of every step you take, even when it seems like things are not moving. The angels reveal that in the coming days, you will see more signs that this person is being guided closer to you. It could be through a gesture, a word, or even a message they send. But these signs will come, and they will bring the clarity you are seeking. At this moment, God is asking you to keep believing. Believe in love, believe in the connection you share, and above all, believe that they are in control of everything. They are preparing the perfect moment for that person to see clearly what is in front of them, a love that was destined by God, a love that was planned even before you met each other. The angels also ask you to keep praying. Prayer has transformative power, and at this moment, your prayers are being heard. God is working in response to each one of them, and even if you don't see immediate results, know that they are acting. Every prayer, every request you made with a sincere heart, is being taken into account. And in due time, you will see the answers manifested. This journey of waiting, of patience, is not easy. But know that you are not alone. The angels are by your side, holding your hand, guiding you through every moment of doubt, of uncertainty. And they are reminding you, at every step, that what is to come will be much greater than anything you can imagine. God has a perfect plan, and they are preparing you to receive it with open arms. Keep walking with faith. Keep believing in what is to come. The truth is about to be revealed, and when it does, you will understand that every moment of waiting was worth it. We have reached the moment when the deepest truths begin to reveal themselves. God is bringing to light everything that has been hidden, everything that was once confusing. That person, who has been a source of uncertainty in your heart, is about to have a great clarity about what they feel. The angels show that the process they are going through is intense and transformative. They are beginning to understand that they can no longer fight against the feelings they have for you. And this revelation will be a turning point in your lives. You can prepare for a new beginning, for a phase where what once was doubt now becomes certainty. They are working to align hearts, to bring to light all that needs to be said, all that needs to be felt. What was once hidden, what once seemed cloudy, will now be seen with an almost divine clarity. And they will begin to express more clearly the feelings that have always been present, but have long been muffled by fears and insecurities. The angels reveal that in the coming weeks, you will notice a significant change in the way they interact with you. Perhaps they will start to get closer, to open their heart more, or even to express directly what they are feeling. This is the moment that God has been preparing all along. Everything you have gone through so far has been a preparation, a journey of growth that will culminate in a very special revelation. Now that the time of waiting is coming to an end, the angels ask you to continue to keep your heart open. What is to come will be something that will require from you understanding, empathy, and above all, love. They, even though they are ready to open their heart, will still be vulnerable, still adapting to this new emotional reality that is forming within them. And you will be the key to helping them feel safe, loved, and understood. God is asking you to embrace this new phase with a heart full of love and compassion. Your journey together will not be perfect, but it will be authentic, it will be true. And that is what matters most. The angels remind you that true love is not made of perfection, but of two hearts that, despite imperfections, choose to come together, choose to walk together through adversity. This love that is about to bloom was planned by God from the beginning. Nothing that has happened was by chance, and every moment you have shared, every challenge you have faced, was part of God's greater plan to bring the two of you together in a way that transcends the ordinary. This connection, this union, is something that goes beyond what the eyes can see. It is a spiritual bond, something that was sealed in the heavens and is now manifesting on earth. The angels also want you to know that, even after this revelation occurs, the path ahead will still require effort and dedication. True love is built day by day, with patience, with care, and with a genuine willingness to make it work. But you are ready for this. God has been preparing you all along, shaping your heart so you can live this love in the fullest and most authentic way possible. There is a sense of completeness about to emerge in your life. Everything that once seemed out of place will now begin to fall into place. And you will feel in your heart that you are exactly where you should be, that everything you have been through has led you to this moment of fulfillment. God is revealing to you that there is nothing more powerful than the love He has planned for your life, and now is the time to live it to the fullest. This person, who once seemed so distant, so confusing, will now be ready to take the necessary steps so that you can finally build something together. They will see in you not just someone special, but someone whom God has placed in their path to bring light, to bring healing, and to share a love that is undeniable. And you will see the same in them. This revelation, this awakening, will be mutual. You both will understand that there is no longer any way to escape from what God has prepared for you. The angels ask that you keep the faith, even if some difficulties may arise. What is to come will require from both of them a surrender, a vulnerability that they may not have experienced yet. But it is this surrender that will allow love to flourish genuinely. What God is bringing into their lives is much greater than they can imagine. And they are asking that you be ready, with an open heart, to receive this blessing. The journey does not end here, but a new chapter is about to begin. And the angels remind you that, at every step of this new phase, they will be by your side, guiding, protecting, and showing the right path to follow. The love that is about to manifest in your life is proof of God's power, proof that He has always been in control, even when things seemed uncertain. This revelation will be a gift, something you have waited for so long. And when it finally materializes, you will see that everything, absolutely everything, was worth it. God was orchestrating every detail, preparing every moment, so that both of you could experience this love in the most complete way possible. Now is the time to open your arms, to receive what God has for you. Trust that what is to come will be wonderful, transformative, and will be a living proof of the love He has for you. Now that the truth has been revealed and the paths have been illuminated, you are about to embark on an even deeper journey. This message that God has brought to you is the beginning of something much bigger. But before taking the next step, I need to make an important request, something that can completely change the course of this journey. Do you feel how much this message touched your heart? How much it resonated with your doubts, your desires, and the answers you were searching for? This is not by chance. You were guided here because there is something much greater at stake. And you know what? What is to come will be even more transformative. Do not stop now. By subscribing, you will be opening the doors to receive more divine messages, more revelations, more guidance. Each click, each action you take at this moment has the power to attract even more blessings into their life. Yes, that's right. It's an act of faith, a commitment to what God is bringing to them. They cannot ignore what is being offered now. Click to subscribe and allow this connection to keep flowing. They deserve to be surrounded by this light, by this continuous guidance. With each video, with each new message, they will be guided closer to the destiny that God has prepared for them. What are they waiting for? This is their moment. Close your eyes for a second, take a deep breath, and feel what their heart is saying. Listen to that voice inside you. You know this is the next step. Do not let this opportunity pass. By clicking to subscribe, they will be saying yes to the divine plan, saying yes to the love that is being revealed to them, saying yes to the promises that God has reserved. This is their calling. Every second they delay is a moment of waiting for all the blessings that are ready to come to them. They don't want to wait anymore, right? So, click now. Don't think, just follow your heart and allow the divine magic to keep flowing in their life. Leave in the comments, "I am open to divine blessings," and then subscribe. God brought you here for a reason. Do not ignore. Now is the time. Click. I am here with you, along with the angels, guiding your way towards this transformation. What is to come will be extraordinary. Do not miss the chance to keep receiving all the blessings that are waiting for you. Subscribe now and be ready for what God is preparing. You will be amazed. The next revelation is closer than you imagine.